How's it, guys? How's everybody doing at home? Hey, it's been a fantastic World Cup. I've never seen anything like this in my life. What do you have to say, Aris?
Well, welcome to World Cup Greasy for another episode. It's been amazing.
Yeah,
we're so excited. There are so many games tonight.
Yes, correct.
Group H, I think is the toughest group of the entire World Cup.
Correct. It's gonna be awesome, guys. You know what? We're gonna have to sit down for Group H. What do you think? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, guys, first of all, there are a few issues that we need to address before we actually start with our episode of Group H. Guys, you know what? We've seen things happening. First of all, we've seen in the last years, we've seen the champions losing their first opening matches at the World Cup. You know, it happened with Italy. Italy won the World Cup in 2006. 2010, it was horrible for them. Absolutely. They lost their first match. We saw again, Spain won the World Cup in 2010. In 2014, they went on to lose 5-1 to Netherlands. So it's crazy. Now we saw Germany losing to Mexico. What a World Cup it has been.
What a World Cup, but you know, history speaks for itself.
Yeah,
so I think this might be a sign, you know, that not necessarily because you lose in the first game, you know, you're not gonna end up, you know, winning the World Cup.
Correct.
But it's been a very balanced and beginning of the World Cup, you know. The smallest teams has been wonder us, you know, how tactically and physically they've been prepared, you know, against big teams.
Correct.
But tonight there are two big games.
Two fantastic games tonight. Colombia and Japan, and then Senegal and Poland. Guys, it's gonna be a humdinger. You know what? Before I go to that game as well, you know, touching base on Senegal, you know, guys, we've been having a problem with African teams. You know, they've been losing matches in the last minute.
Yeah.
You saw Tunisia against England last night. Last minute goal. We saw Morocco against Iran. Minute goal, same story, set pieces. We saw another one, Egypt and Uruguay, last minute as well. Set pieces, guys. You know what? We're failing in that department. We need to fix it as quickly as possible if we are to stand any chance of going forward.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. I think it's a lack of concentration.
Correct.
Because you can't be so competitive for 85 minutes, 88 minutes, and then one episode can completely destroy your beautiful performance. And I think lack of concentration is what is missing in this moment in the African teams. But it's just a small adjust. I think the coach has to do a little bit more mental work. But we're very competitive.
Yes,
very competitive.
We've been absolutely fantastic with the African teams, you know, and without taking anything away from those teams that have been able to win the matches in the last minute. You know, we saw Uruguay, we saw the spirit, we saw England last night, we saw Iran as well, you know. Credit to them, you know, no disrespect to them, and much credit can go to them as well. Yeah.
But tonight. What do you think about this game, Poland against Senegal? Who do you think is the favorite?
You know, in this match, very balanced match, you know, both teams attacking, and both teams with good players, you know, very strong and tough players, you know, Polish players, they're very strong physically. And you know, not to mention Senegal, hey, you know,
very strong.
What do you think is going to be the factor? Where is the game going to be won in this one?
I think, as you mentioned, it's going to be won by the last 30 yards.
Yes.
And you know, the last 30 meters, the last 18 yards is going to be the most important space where, you know, players like Mane for Senegal and Lewandowski for Poland, they have that special X factor, especially when it's about finalizing the opportunities.
Correct. You know what? You know, just to touch base a bit, you know, that midfield battle. You know, we have Idrissa Kanagé in the midfield. You have players like Krychowiak, you know. These guys, they know each other in the Premier League. The other one for West Brom and the other one for Everton. You know, it's going to be a cracker. Two similar players, very good on the ball, can pick a pass. And of course, you have Sadio Mane there up front, and you have Lewandowski there. So it's a very tactically.
It's going to be a very balanced game, as you say. Senegal has the Premier League experience in Kayute and the other midfielders. You know, and another interesting battle will be Lewandowski against Koulibaly. Personally, I think he's one of the best defenders in the world. You know, he has a price tag of over 90 million, as you mentioned. Napoli doesn't want to give away these fantastic players, and Lewandowski, you know, obviously is that mobile player that he's been scaring most of the defenders in the Bundesliga and in the world. So it's going to be a very, very strong battle, attacking-wise and defensive-wise for Senegal.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Guys, we are looking forward to this fantastic match. You know what? We've seen what's happening. You know, never underestimate the underdog. Of course, Senegal, they go there as the underdog. But hey, you'll never know what's going to happen in this, because this World Cup has been absolutely fantastic. You know, guys, we're going to touch base on another match as well. We can't touch Senegal and Poland without touching Japan and Colombia.
Another fantastic game. Fantastic games, you know. Obviously, as we say, this group is very, very tough, you know.
Correct.
But Japan and Colombia, especially Japan, have been showing a lot of discipline. Tactically, they're very disciplined. They have good technique. They have a couple of very important players on the international level, but on the other side with Colombia, you know, they have two special players, and you know what I'm talking to.
I know, James Rodriguez. Guys, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me at home if I'm wrong, but I think Japan were the first team to qualify for the World Cup.
Absolutely.
That shows how they've got SHINJI, KAGAWA, they've got Nakamura, they've got all these good players. They have Honda. You know, Japan have all these strong, you know. Of course, they're all short, but hey, you know what? Height doesn't matter in football no more, you know. And also, you got Colombia, you got your boy Sanchez.
I mean, you know, Sanchez is one of the most important players for Colombia. He's the spine of the defense, you know.
Correct.
His experience, his toughness physically and technically is very good. It's going to be very difficult. He literally commands the defense of Colombia. He's a leader. He has a Premier League experience. Actually, he's one of the most wanted players at the moment, you know. Barcelona and big teams like Real Madrid, they're on his track. And obviously in front you have the musician of Colombia, James Rodriguez. Fantastic players.
Fantastic player. Do you think that James Rodriguez is going to bless us with another beauty?
Possible.
That sweet left foot of his, you know, you cannot take anything away from that.
And he's been so consistent with Bayern Munich.
Correct. He's had a good season with Bayern Munich after that low season with Real Madrid. I think his confidence has grown, and also he's always giving 110% when he plays for Colombia.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what one of the players that I enjoy watching, you know, at the World Cups, because he's always giving 110%. Guys, it's going to be awesome. You know, we've been blessed. You know, Hurricane. You know, they don't call him Hurricane, they call him Hurricane now. Last night, last minute.
Fantastic.
You know, joy for English fans. Hey, you know, so guys, we're looking forward to our African brothers. We hope that we're going to do it tonight.
But let's go into the most important part of our show. Prediction. Let's start with the Senegal against Poland.
You know, guys, this one is going to be very, very, very tight, you know. I'll go for 1-1 draw.
You know, we have this joke, you know, he's calling me the white Sangoma, I call him the black Sangoma, because overall, you know, we didn't get the right results, but the players that we have been mentioning in the show, they've been showing flames. So you're going for 1-1, eh?
The black Sangoma is going for 1-1. What is the white Sangoma saying?
I'm going to go for 2-1 for Poland.
2-1 for Poland.
Remember, 2-1 for Poland.
Okay, let's see. Who do you think is going to score for Poland?
Obviously Lewandowski. He's going to be the king in disguise of the game. 2 goals of Lewandowski, and Mane is going to score the only goal for Senegal.
All right, okay. For me, I think Mane 1 goal, Lewandowski 1 goal, 1-1 at the end of the Colombia, and Japan.
Very, very tough game to say. I'll go for 0-0.
0-0. I'm going 2-1 Colombia. Radamel Falcao and James Rodriguez. And then on the other side, SHINJI, KAGAWA. 2-1 Colombia.
Decent. But let's be honest. I don't know if you agree with me. Who's gonna win this group? The group H. Possibly. I'm not saying that might win the World Cup, but they have serious chances, you know, to go very far in the tournament. What do you think?
Sure. You know, this group is very, very tough. Because you look at Japan, very competitive team. You look at Senegal, very competitive. Colombia as well. This one is going to be like, it's very, we're talking margins here. Talking margins, guys. It's going to be very, very tough. But I think Colombia will top the group.
Possibly. I told you from the beginning, I see Poland one of my favorite to win the World Cup, because the kind of football and the discipline they've been showing and the quality of the players, unbelievable. But you know, we notice, you know, that a lot of teams are struggling to blend together, you know.
Correct.
And individuality like Lewandowski might be the difference.
Yeah, top striker, top striker. You know, so in the group you have Lewandowski, you have Sadio Mane, you have SHINJI, you have James Rodriguez. What more can you ask for, guys? You
Nothing
know,
more.
we are blessed in this World Cup, and we're gonna continue to have some fun, guys. Please, I wanted to remind you guys, please be on the lookout for our guests. We're gonna have special guests in the coming episode. Just keep on supporting us. You see, guys, we're gonna have so much fun. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, as we usually say, you know what? Over to you, White Sangoma.
Okay, I want to say something very important.
Correct.
Subscribe. Don't forget about our channel, Augusto TV. Don't forget to share our contents on our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You're gonna find the latest news, football transfer, World Cup news, players profile. It's going down as usual. Follow up, subscribe, Augustus TV. See you next time.
See you next time, guys. But before we go, before I also end, because I'm gonna be on your case with subscribe, guys. Please forgive us if we do that. But you know what? As we promise you guys, in each and every episode when we leave with an inspirational story, guys. You know, the story of Sadio Mane, hey, the man who's gonna be for Portugal tonight. Unbelievable story. The drive, you know, like you said before.
You know, one episode or one action that you take into your life can completely change your destiny. And this is what happened to Sadio Mane when he decided at the age of 15, if I'm not wrong, to travel from his village to Dakar. It was a long travel of 500 miles. It's not like our highways, you know. It was very rough, and you know, from there he became the football player that he is today, one of the best in the world. But everything started with one trip, one goal, you know, to become a football player. And guys, don't forget, don't give up. Always be strong and create your chances if the chances is not created from other people.
Correct, guys. You know what? That's the most inspirational story. Sadio Mane, like you say, one of the best players in the world at the moment, most trusted man in that Liverpool shirt. You know, it all started with one journey. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're inspired. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys on our next episode. You know what? We love you guys at home, man. Let's enjoy the World Cup. Be on the lookout for those episodes with special guests, guys. We have something special for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. For all the Japanese supporters, I want to say goodbye in Japanese. Arigato!
Arigato! Eh?
Thank you, guys.
You got it, guys. Thank you so much. See you guys.
Spiroach Beats.
Biggie bang bang, biggie biggie, heavy heavy, baby woman. Biggie biggie, heavy heavy.